Last night I received a message on my Facebook page and it bothered me. Here's how it read. DML, you have spent years building your credibility. Don't lose it all by chasing the Bundy story. They are criminals who don't want to pay the BLM the money they owe. Now, before I respond, I want you to watch this video. It's government workers bragging about how they grab land from the American people.
To the mine, and the owners were two little guys that had been in the Second World War. This mine was in operation in the 40s, and you have to do a chain of title. It was this thick. I swear it was. And Ralph Minehan, our attorney's going like this. We didn't know what to do. We called everybody in the country. Nobody knew what to do. Nobody wanted to touch it. But anyway, we did get it appraised, and we did acquire for $2.5 million, which I stole the money from Washington to acquire it. So meanwhile, Ms. Martin over here comes up with, oh, well, I have one. It's going to be a donation. Okay, that won't be so bad. But what were we doing New Year's Eve? We're in the office trying to get this stupid thing closed. Lands isn't always supported because we're the bad guys. We come in and we take this land, and we always take it for less than it's worth.
Prior to me making my immigration films, I would have turned on the TV, seen someone like Clive or Ammon Bundy fight against the federal government. I would have changed the channel because I would have thought it was ridiculous. But making my immigration films forced me to travel the country by car 5 times. I learned so many things doing that. The biggest lesson? What you see on TV and what really takes place in America is often two different things. That said, I don't like traveling. I prefer sitting in my backyard with a few beers and a few friends. I prefer to watch football versus the news, and I prefer to spend time with my family than driving thousands of miles alone in a car. And I should say I'm not into conspiracies. I have zero tolerance for BS, and I value my time. I'm telling you this because over the past few years, I've had the honor of meeting many, many ranchers. Some of them have been my friends. 99.9% of them are playing with a full deck. They are good people. I don't always agree with them on everything, but then again, I don't agree with my wife on everything. The ranchers I've met, most of them have zero tolerance for BS. They work hard, they prefer to be with family, and they love America. But even so, for me, this isn't about the Bundys. It's about principle. I'm investigating the ins and outs of the BLM because of videos like the one I just showed you. There are clues in that video, clues of government overreach and wrongdoing. And anyone who brags about taking land from 2 World War II vets, they need looking into. And so I conclude by asking you to ask yourself this question. What would you be like if the government decided your land was suddenly theirs? Or that you had to pay fees for something that you had never paid for fees before on? Would you fight? I know I would. And so I don't sit here as a TV guy. I sit here as a family man. And I look at the picture of Ammon Bundy and his wife and his 6 kids. They have a small little apple orchard. Who in their right mind would want to sit in a jail cell instead of being with his lovely family? Bundy did what he did because he could no longer stand the BS. And whether you agree with his tactics or not, he will tell you this. It wasn't about him, it's about you and me and putting an end to the BS. And I'll say it like this. For years, politicians said that our borders were secure. I investigated it, and it resulted in one thing. They are full of BS. And I suspect the BLM is going to wind up with the same sort of results. Now, until tomorrow, God bless you, our troops, and the United States of America. Good night, and thank you for watching.